asking them something simple as to rate you. And we know, once you kind of get them to that particular point, if they're rating you, then they're also going to see the tip feature. And, that gives them another opportunity to tip you. So one of the things that was really, really cool is because just kind of understanding this industry is, constant reminders, the customer's got to be aware, of, really of the importance of tips, because some of them think that, you're making $10, $20 an hour, or whatever it may be, that you don't need it, and it could be from a variety of things. And, it's important that, we let them know that, that tips are important. It's important to our livelihood, to our families, or, so that we can live. But you don't have to get in their face. You don't have to, apply any kind of pressure or whatsoever, in order to make that happen. I always think the best way is when it happens naturally, and it happens because they're, they feel like you're doing a service to them. They feel like they want to give you something special to show their thanks. And I've had many of customers that have told me verbatim, face to face, that, hey, we love you're one of the best ones, or or we love having you deliver our food, and that's awesome. Because there are quite a few people that I've delivered to them multiple times, and I remember every house that I go to. I just remember it. Some people don't, but I do. Okay. So one of the things I think will be good, that's going to help you guys, that you've been following the steps. Okay. You pick up the food, you make sure that it's in the black bag. You get there, in a timely manner. When you get there, you call them and let them know, that you are there, and that you'll meet them at the door, or, or they might say, hey, we're going to come out and meet you, whatever it may be. Following those steps, are incredibly important, I think. Okay. So what's the next thing? So you say that you've done all these things, but the tips are still not happening. So what I'm going to direct you guys to, and these are actually some shirts, and they're specific to this particular industry, couriers. Okay. It's kind of got right across the top. It says courier. It's got like 5 stars across the top. And there are like about 8 or 9, different ones that you can choose from. Okay. Let me see. And I've kind of got some things written here, and you can take a look at them, and it's totally up to you, whether or not, you want to get these. Because I think that on some level, you have to invest in what you do, and if you're looking for a better return, you've got to do some different things. Okay. I remember this phrase that was said, that if you always do what you always done, you'll always get what you always got. Okay. And that simply means that if you're still doing the same stuff, okay, and nothing's happening, and you're not getting what you want, you've got to do something different. And you may not know what that is, but you've got to do something different in order to get different results. Okay. It's just that simple. So it's just like when I decided, hey, I'm going to step up my game, and I started doing some different things, and I started to see the number of tips, okay, that I was getting increase. That's because I took a different action. And so that's the only way that that's going to happen. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect things to change. People call that crazy. I'm not saying you're crazy, but it is. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about 3 of the shirts. So for example, one of the shirts, and they'll all have sort of like that same couriers at the top. Looks pretty cool, really cool. Then it'll have up under the 5 stars. And then, so you've got you've got some different wordings, at the very bottom of the shirt. So one will say, my customers rock. Okay. Thank you for the tip. All right. You don't have to say anything to them, but when you're delivering the food, they're going to see that. Oh, he accepts tips. Oh, okay, great. Okay. Either I'm going to give them cash, or I'm going to put it on an app. Okay, and whether they do it or not, it's the thing, you're giving them that extra visual. You have to understand it. You're giving them that extra visual. Postmates they already alert them, okay, to rate you, to get them to rate you so that they can see the tip function and tip you. Okay, but sometimes they don't do that, and especially if they're new, they might not know. You know, okay, so this is something that they'll see. You don't have to say anything, but have your customer service. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it, your food, so on and so forth. And then you go to the next person. Okay. There's another shirt, okay, that says, no tip is too small. Thank you. Some people think that, you know, well, I don't really have anything but $1 to give, so I guess I won't give anything. Listen here. I want that $1. Okay. I want the $1. What can $1 buy me? Well, just $1. I mean, I get a pack of hot dogs, I can get some bread. I mean, you know, but that $1 added on with a bunch of other things, a bunch of other dollars, okay, means a bunch of extra money. So that's a good one also. So people know, well, you know, if all I have is $1, but you know, nothing's too small, they'll give $1. I don't care if someone tips me 50 cents. That's 50 cents that I did not have, and now I have it. Okay, so you have to think in those terms. All right. Okay. Another thing, I've got another one which is my personal favorite. It's more than likely the one that I wear. But anyway, it says, "Please rate my performance." Okay. Well, why do I have a shirt? Why do I have it at the bottom and it says, "Please rate my performance"? Because I know that if they go to the app to rate my performance, directly after they rate my performance, it's going to ask about giving a tip. And that's what I want them to see. I want them to think about that. They're like, ooh, okay, yeah, Rob, he was awesome. I'm going to give him 5 stars. Then the tip function pops up. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll give him a couple dollars. I'll give him $3. You know. Voila. Okay, so there are a variety of them. I'm going to put the link in the description, guys. So just check it out. It's totally up to you. It's all through Amazon, so it'll take you to Amazon. So if you ever shopped on Amazon or anything like that, you know how super simple it is and how super safe it is. Okay, so you have nothing to worry about as far as that's concerned. But check out the shirts. If you like it, get it. It's investment. Put some money in your pocket. Okay. All right. So anyway, guys, so other than that, it's getting close to the end of the month and the end of my first year doing this. And I'm excited about it. I'm ecstatic about it. This is an awesome thing. So as I said before, you know, after my year is up and everything, I expect that I'll be between 40,000 and 45,000 that I've done for the year. Phenomenal. Okay. But this next one, I'm shooting for 60. Okay. So one of the things is not necessarily having to work triple. Okay. Because who wants to work triple, but is to think about how do I increase the tips? Because if we think about it, is if you're working the same amount of hours, and if you're doing this full time or whatever it is, you're hustling, you're working the same amount of hours, but you increase the number of people that are giving you the tips, or the people that are giving you the tips are giving you higher tips. It's so very possible. So very possible. Okay. Other people doing it in other places, people that are in slower markets, okay, like myself, making 40 grand is like awesome. Okay, making 45 is awesome. I know those folks that are out in California, San Francisco, I believe. That, you know, I saw some numbers, and some of those guys, they're doing 70. Cost of living is a lot higher out there. I wouldn't live out there. I'd probably live an hour and a half away and drive in to work every day. But I'm a different person. But what I'm saying is, you know, you know, it's a different structure there. So if you're sort of in a mid-market, small market, okay, and you're shooting for, you're like, man, I wish I could make 40 grand. Man, I wish I could make an extra 10 grand. Man, I wish I could make an extra 20 grand, but not work all the hours. There are some things that you need to do to make that happen. Okay? And I want you guys to think about, and you have to be thinking about increasing the tips. You don't have to work 3 or 4 or 5 times, you know, as hard. You know, you got to hustle. That's going to happen. You got to do that. But hustle smart. Hey, hustle smart. I like that. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here, guys. Like I said, check out the link. I've got the shirts. The shirts are there, all in that one area. Also, a couple other shirts that I've worn, you know, that motivates me and gets me going and pumped up and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's there as well. And you know, and hey, wonderful. And you can also connect with me too on Instagram. You know, I need to like put more stuff on Instagram. You know, that's supposed to be the place to hang out, I guess. So check it out. You know, hopefully, you know, you decide to, you know, take advantage of it, put some extra money in your pocket. I'm definitely going to be talking about it more and more, guys. And my next video, of course, I'll have one of my wonderful shirts on here, you know, and giving you feedback on, you know, on just how it's working for me. I have absolutely no doubt that more money will be put in your pocket. Okay. All right. So I'm out of here, guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Keep hustling. All right. Ciao.